Hello, beautiful souls, beautiful star seeds, awakened souls here on earth with me now. I just have so much gratitude for you. So grateful that you are here with me. Thank you so much. So today I wanted to talk about something different. I want to talk about your first incarnation, like the very first one, because I've had a lot of clients ask me about that. When they're receiving their readings, they want to know, what was my very first incarnation? It's come up a lot of times, actually. And maybe you'd be surprised to hear that they're very similar. No matter the individual, the very first one, the very first lifetime, they're really similar. So I kind of want to share with you what that looks like and see if that resonates for you. Because if it's the same, same theme of a lifetime for everyone, that's really good information to have. So before we jump in, I just want to remind you, of course, to please like this video and share it and subscribe. New videos here every Sunday and Wednesday. And then don't forget, I have a powerful membership group. It keeps growing and we're doing amazing things. Today, we just did an astral mission to the core of Gaia, the very center of the earth. It was so powerful, so emotional, so intense. And group astral missions are powerful because when you have the group, the collective like that, all with the same intention, the astral travel is powerful. It's very clear and very detailed, and everyone starts to sense the same things. It's amazing. Think about that. If you're resonating with my energy, then you will love the membership. It's a monthly membership, and you can see the link in the description below. Okay, so let's talk about your very first incarnation. So, what's come to me so far is that when you first separate or individualize from source as a singular soul with a personality that you grow over lifetimes, right? When you first come out of source as this soul all on your own, you're very pure. You don't really have a whole lot of that personality yet, because that comes from all of your lifetimes. So each soul is the same at the core. So say if the color was golden, which I often see it as, maybe you see it as white light, the source light. It's a little spark in the center of every soul. And then what surrounds it and makes us all so unique and different is our personalities, our lifetimes, our experiences, our karma, all of the outer layers. But at the center, that spark, it's the same across the board. I see that too when I look at people's hearts. Like everyone has the spark in their heart. Maybe that's where the soul is residing. And then around it are all the filters and the blockages and the hurt and the pain and all of that around the heart. But at the center, that light is there. It exists. So when you first, this is source over here apparently, when you first individualize and you come away from it, you're just the spark. You're just a little firefly. And almost every time I've done a reading about someone's first life, that little firefly goes parallel into the angelic dimension. Not way down here on earth. That's not a first life experience. That would be, impossible. Torture, awful, like you wouldn't survive. You would just shatter, I feel, or fracture apart. Souls you don't go all the way down. You go across. It's a parallel move. That is actually shocking enough, because you're leaving this warm bath of unconditional love where you've just been floating around feeling bliss, and you come out and all of a sudden you feel very alone, very vulnerable. And what I've seen is that the first lifetime, you don't take on any kind of a form. You exist as that firefly, or sometimes it looks like a little orb of light within the angelic dimension. And the angels are used to this, first souls, new souls, and they know, they see them in the air, they talk to them, they ask them how they're doing, but the new souls are they're in observer mode. They're just taking it all in, watching the angels and how they do it. How they have a light body, a form that they have, that it can change. It can look like an angel in 1 minute, then it can just be like an orb with wings. It can be so many different kinds of light bodies. And they go places and then they return to the angelic realm. Maybe they go on missions, maybe they go to help, maybe they're spirit guides. And the little fireflies, the little brand new souls, they just watch. They're just in that realm, taking it all in and watching. And that is still such an extreme experience for a brand new soul. To feel so separate all of a sudden and like their own selves. They don't know what they think yet. They don't know who they are yet. They're just at the beginning, like a newborn, just looking, taking it all in. Beautiful little sparkles of light. And as they absorb and learn from the angels, they start to formulate ideas, beliefs, thoughts. It all starts to happen in that way. And these incarnations, because it's not a physical body, they just have a certain span of time and then they end. And then that soul goes to the in-between place where all souls go in between lifetimes. It's a place of healing. It's what people call heaven. It is not a dimension, because dimensions are kept for incarnations, lifetimes. But the in-between place, that's where you go in between lifetimes, right? You go there and you receive healing. You have your life review. You talk with your team. You talk with councils. You catch up with, loved ones. It's a beautiful space. And you can stay there as long as you need. And then you start planning for the next one. So, does that resonate for you? The chances are that you're not going to remember that many lifetimes ago, thousands and thousands of lifetimes ago. But that's what they look like. They're just a parallel move into an angelic realm where you can learn, absorb, observe, take it all in shock a little bit. But the angels know, they remember what that feels like, and they're very kind, and they do check up on these brand new souls often. Sending them love, asking them how they're doing, encouraging them, almost like little pets, like little fireflies, little babies. It's so sweet. But that's what's come through for many people now for their first incarnation. And they would follow that up with some kind of an angelic lifetime in the angelic realm. Now, there are a lot of different lifetimes you can have in an angelic realm. You can be this little spark, this firefly. You can be an angel. But there are many light beings that exist in the angelic realm. I've seen Blu-ray beings there. I've seen angels that all look so different, completely different looks to them, because there are warrior angels, there are guardian angels, there are healing angels, there are so many different kinds. So likely you start out as the spark and then you have multiple incarnations in that same place before you will ever be ready to begin your descent. So we've talked about the descent a lot on this channel. The one video that comes to mind is Extreme Earth. That's a great video to watch to understand the growth cycle, how souls are actually growing on the way down and learning. You start at the top and you slowly work your way down as you develop the strength and the abilities and the courage and all of the things that you need to slowly move down through more difficult lessons. And here on Earth in the third dimension, that's an advanced level. Okay, so you've already had all these lifetimes above, And think about that. You know that's true because you have memories of these high dimensional lifetimes, maybe as a Pleiadian, maybe as an Arcturian. They're higher than Earth. You're descending. Many of us are descending. Others have already descended all the way down and now they're on the way back up. It's a cycle of growth and learning. As you descend down, you descend deeper and deeper into the soul amnesia that we sometimes call the veil of forgetting. And with each level, you work to awaken and remember who you truly are. That's pretty much always the mission, right? And then you get to the bottom and then you cycle back up. And on the way back up, it's all about soul retrieval, soul healing, healing the fractals of your soul, releasing shadow work, all of those things. Do you know which direction you're going? Sometimes I don't know which direction I'm going. I have all of these memories from above, yet I have such a great love and compassion for the dimensions below. And with all of the shadow work that we're doing, it does seem like we're trying to ascend back up again. So it just depends on the individual. We are all somewhere in that placement, that giant cycle of living. And in between each incarnation, you go back to heaven or the in-between place. And you decide, okay, what am I ready for next? What have I learned next? What's my next step? And all of that. So anyway, I'll link that video I was talking about up at the end, the Extreme Earth video. It talks a lot more in detail about the journey part. But let me know below what you think. Have you already descended all the way down to the depths and now you're making your way back up? Or are you still on this down traveling route? In which case your growth is going in a different direction than some people. It's not bad or good. That doesn't exist here. It's just a cycle. And every single spot on that cycle is divine, holy, difficult, in its own way, beautiful, a lesson, school, with different missions. Of course you have missions in all of your lifetimes. You need purpose. We need purpose to be fulfilled. But a lot of that mission is always going to be remembering who you truly are and unlocking that. So if you are interested in finding more about your own galactic history, soul history, sign up to have a reading with me. I would love to work with you. It's been such a blessing in my life working with each one of you, and such a blessing in my life working so closely with the members as well. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. If you resonate with me, please think about making a donation. It's the very first link in the description. I mean, there's no donation that's too small that it doesn't really help, because this is my full-time job and I do so much free content. And I appreciate every piece of your energetic donation, every little bit. It means so much to me. It makes me feel so seen and grateful. So thank you so much. And before we go, please remember, listen to your heart and the quiet voice within, because you are so much more than the body you are in. Thank you, Starseeds. Have a beautiful, blessed day.